Hello, I am here at North Local Market, and Christy thought that it would be a good idea for me to talk about merchandising. It's been a topic of conversation here a lot, as there are 35 unique vendors, all sharing one large open space, and so it's really important that all of our spaces are uniquely ours, and also that they have sort of unspoken walls, like that it's very clear that my store is my store, and Peregrine's store is Peregrine's store, and so on and so forth. So I've been helping a couple of brands re-merchandise their shops, and I think merchandising tends to be an underrated value when it comes to particularly people that may be really good at business itself. Like, I don't claim to be exceptionally great at certain elements of business, but I think in order to sell well, the space has to feel a certain way and act a certain way and be shoppable in a certain way, and it's all trial and error. Even my store, the space at my store is constantly evolving, and I think that is really important, that we're always looking for ways to make the space more impactful for the shopper. When I first opened Spoils of Wear, no, back up. When I first registered the business, it was in 2007, and I was really inspired by the original concept of Francesca's. It had sort of recently popped into one of the malls near me, and of course I was shopping lots of fast fashion at the time, and Francesca's felt very boutique-y. It also felt a little bit like a treasure trove. Like, at the time, it was modeled sort of messy, like the whole middle of the store was just heaping in accessories. And I found that was really cool. So Spoils of Wear, the name Spoils of Wear, sort of came out of this idea that it would be like a treasure trove. And of course that name and the meaning of it has evolved also over the years. And I kept it when I opened my slow fashion store. But it's a good idea to have like a concept as far as what you want the store to look like and how you want people to feel in it. There's like this new wave of minimalism, and there's a minimalistic approach for sure to merchandising a boutique. There's also sort of an absence of merchandising, maybe in like cheap stores, like I'm trying to think of an example that isn't like, that would be known and kind still to say, because like that's actually what they're going for, sort of a warehousey feel, almost like a Costco, where like that is strategically merchandised as well, but it's like not meant to be beautiful. It's meant to be functional and shoppable in a different sort of way. Anyway, so I think when you're doing a pop-up, when you're opening a store, when you're owning a store, and you're in charge of creating a space for your customers, it's something that shouldn't be overlooked. And it should be something that continues to evolve. So I'm really excited at the potential of Spoils of Wear now, obviously, as it kind of moves into a vibe that resonates more and more with me as time goes on. It's becoming more of what I want it to be and what I feel it to be. I can't have all of those things all at once necessarily, because a lot of my things are either repurposed or used, or whatever. Like, a lot of my fixtures came from Craigslist. So I'm sort of very strategic and about that as well, that I'm not buying a bunch of new fixtures. Anyway, these are my thoughts, like sort of as a general approach to merchandising, is that it's really important. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of trial and error, and it can be really fun for the right person. So I do hope you stop by North Local Market at some point and come see how everyone has their own vibe and how they've structured their little shops. It's fun to see how people do it and sort of the mindset behind each one. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that for now. Keep it in mind if you open a store or have a pop-up or a brand or whatever. Bye.